Hooray! Last week of school! Thought it would never end. I hear you out there. Remember these words of wisdom I learned during emergency medical training. The bleeding always stops. Think about this until that aha moment comes, unless it already did. Now that you are all well versed in the definitions, types, history, development, methods, weapons, groups, perceptions, and more than you ever wanted to know about terrorism, we have finally come to the end of the course. This is the last video you will have to suffer through from me, unless you take another one of my courses. You are also probably wondering if I wear the same clothes every day. Now we should put it all together and talk a bit about the future of terrorism in America and the world. How many of you said before 9/11, it can never happen here? I always said it could and would, and I say it will again. How about you? What do you think about that? It may not be as dramatic, but it could be worse. I don't think the second time will surprise people quite as much as the first one. The stock market is already having seizures without any outside help from terrorists. I was in Manila during 9/11 and slept through it. It was almost an out-of-body experience when I woke up and turned on CNN. I was really happy about having to get on airplanes and fly 22 hours to get home a week and a half later. When I got back to D.C., people were all excited and flags and patriotic signs were everywhere. Where are they now? Have we become complacent again because nothing has happened since? Does the passion stop when the t-shirts run out? Is the Department of Homeland Security really working so well that it is preventing or diffusing attacks, or are there none to prevent? I hope there will not be any more, but I do not realistically believe that there won't be. What needs to be done to change the world's perception of America? Or do we continue to expect the world to change to fit our needs and desires? Or maybe we all need to sit down and look at things realistically and change together. If things continue the way they are, I see constant and increasing conflict throughout the world. As populations continue to grow, more shortages will occur. When the basics of survival are not met, people will revolt and take them from those who have them. After those needs are fulfilled, security and identity become extremely important. Terrorism is often the means used to procure identity, and often security as well. And that leads to your final assignment. Instead of the usual discussion question, you get to do a situational exercise instead. You will be excited to know that you finally get to be terrorists, on paper only. Or are you a freedom fighter? You will have to make that decision based on the situation and all you've learned in the course. I've really enjoyed having you as my students, even though I doubt I would recognize any of you on the street. Online classes are like that, unfortunately. I hope you have enjoyed the course. I found it stimulating, thought-provoking, and fun. I know I have. I hope to have you again in another of my online courses. Best of luck to all of you. Have a great life.